Hi there, my name is Donald Wilhelm. For those of you who don't know me, I am a 5-time cancer survivor. I've had Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 4, 5 different times in the last 10 years. So I am an expert at having cancer, if you want to label me. What I did actually is I wrote a book, a little while back, actually one cancer ago, if you will. I mark time now in how many cancers ago that was. So it's called This Time's a Charm, Lessons of a 4-Time Cancer Survivor. And what I have found is that there's just a tremendous amount of books on cancer out there that just don't deal with the things that are really, truly important. They don't deal with the emotional aspect of cancer. They don't help explain anything that the patient is going to see in a real-life terminology. There's just a ton of bleached information that's out there, and it's just, to me, it's not that much more valuable than information you can find on WebMD. So that's why I wrote my book. I wrote it for cancer patients, cancer survivors, loved ones, caregivers. It really touches on all of that, all of the topics and interesting tidbits. I mean, you can't have cancer for 10 years, on and off, mostly on, without picking up a tremendous amount of experience and learning things that most the people walking around in public don't know. They don't have any idea. And so that's why I wrote the book, was so that I could share that information with you. So what I was going to do today in this video, the point of this video really is not for me to talk about my book. I can talk all day about my book and how valuable it is, but I thought I'd take just a couple minutes here and read you some of the reviews that I've seen have been posted on Amazon regarding my book, and I'll let you listen to other readers such as yourself, the value that they found in it. So first one comes from a gentleman named G. Zook. He says, "I have never had cancer, but I read this anyway. While the cancer fight described by Mr. Wilhelm was riveting, the unconventional victory was inspiring and available to anyone regardless of their health. I'm a better man since reading this book. I highly recommend it regardless of your circumstances." So thank you, Mr. Zook. That was a very nice, very nice endorsement of my book. Another gentleman, A.N. Hakimi. "A story you won't be forgetting very soon, probably ever." I like that. "Don's story is a very personal one, and that's exactly how he renders it. I still, a couple months after having read it, chuckle when I think about him being so candid, full of humor, mostly at his own expense." I especially like that line. "And I grow very still when I remember the haunting moments of despair he felt and how vulnerable he'd become, revealing his deepest secrets. Don's book isn't just a series of events which his time with cancer took him through, and there were many. It's more than that. In fact, it's about our human side, a fighting spirit, frailty, fear, joy, humor, and love. I don't think it would be exaggerating to say that there's a phoenix rising out of the ashes when referring to Don and his journey through cancer. His coming to a higher ground, finding thankfulness, appreciation, and true love helped him through the triumph, not just over cancer, but in his life." Well put. That is a very, very good summation of my time with cancer. And just maybe one more. Person A. Contreras. "I am a 3-time cancer survivor. My first cancer was 16 years ago, Hodgkin's, which is what I had. Your book brought back several moments of that time, good and bad, made me laugh and cry. My second cancer was 4 years ago. I am now recovering from breast cancer, and I'm going through the what is next part of my cancer life. Your book really inspired me to stop thinking that way, move on, and think positively. I need to do that in order to stay healthy for my son and my husband, so thank you for inspiring me and others." So these are just 3 of the, I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of feedback letters from fans and from readers of my book, and really is what I'm trying to say, that this book has so much more in it. I'm going to put it over here a little less reflection. It has so much more in it than just cancer information. This is from a 5-year point in my life, and it takes an emotional roller coaster from the beginning to the very first diagnosis, all the way through crazy partying, fast cars, too many women, too many late nights, all the way to present day, happily married, and find life to be in itself a journey and a teacher, and just loving every minute of it. So That's what I'm hoping you can get from this book. Go ahead and, if you want, you can find this book. I keep a website with a blog and tons of information, tons of free information that I think you'll find very helpful. And that website is www.thistimesacharm.com. Again, www.thistimesacharm.com. You can also just go to Amazon.com and click in the little search box and just type in "This Time's a Charm," and it'll take you right to this webpage. So, I hope that's it. That's it. All I want to do. Take a couple minutes of your time today and explain the book. Explain why I think it's of value to you. If you've been touched by cancer, whether you're a current patient, a survivor, trying to learn how to stop looking over your shoulder, waiting for cancer to return, I get into all of that. Whether you're a loved one and a caretaker and you just don't understand what could possibly be going on in the mind of the person I'm taking care of. They're just not acting themselves. Well, I can teach you. I know what's going on. So I wish you health and wellness, and I appreciate you taking your time to stop by my webpage and my video here and watch this. And take care, my friends.